Fascinating facts about England. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into some fascinating facts about England, that fabulous land of history, culture, and quirky traditions. From Shakespeare to afternoon tea and the rolling hills to bustling cities, there's so much to uncover. Whether you visited or just dream of exploring, there's always something new to learn. So sit back, grab a cup of tea, and let's get started. And don't forget to drop your own favorite English fact in the comments below. Let's chat. Historical significance. First up, let's talk history. England has a rich past that shapes so much of the world we live in today. It all kicked off with the Roman invasion back in 43 AD, which started the transformation of the landscape and culture. Fast forward a bit, and we see the Anglo-Saxon period, where the foundations of England really began to form. Then, we can't forget the Norman conquest in 1066. That's right, William the Conqueror changed everything. Now, why is this important? Well, England is home to the Magna Carta, a document that inspired democracy worldwide. It set the groundwork for our rights and freedoms, which is pretty mind-blowing when you think about it. So, when you're out and about, remember that you're walking the paths of history. Unique geography. Now let's shift to geography. England is stunningly diverse, and its landscapes can take your breath away. Think about it. You've got rolling hills, lush countryside, and charming villages all around. Then there are the vibrant cities like London, Manchester, and Liverpool, each with their own character. And how can we not mention iconic places? Stonehenge is a must-see. It's been there for over 4,500 years, and it still leaves us wondering why it was built. Plus, the White Cliffs of Dover are simply breathtaking with their dramatic coastline and historical significance. A visit to these spots really brings England's natural beauty to life. Cultural heritage. Let's chat about culture. England is famous for its contributions to literature and the arts. I mean, who hasn't heard of Shakespeare? His plays and poems are legendary. Then there's Charles Dickens, who gave us unforgettable characters and stories. England's literary lineage is incredible. But it doesn't stop there. English traditions are just as vibrant. Ever heard of afternoon tea? It's more than just sipping tea. It's an experience filled with delightful sandwiches and pastries. And how about bonfire night? Every November 5th, people gather to celebrate Guy Fawkes's failed attempt to blow up Parliament with fireworks, bonfires, and all kinds of fun. Each celebration shows just how rich and colorful English culture is. Language and dialects. Moving on to something close to all of our hearts. Language. The English language has a fascinating story of its own. It evolved over centuries and has become one of the most spoken languages in the world. But here's the kicker. It's not just one language. It's a patchwork of dialects. From the soft accent of the West Country to the sharp tones of Cockney, every region has its own unique style. It's amazing how just a few miles can change the way people communicate. And these accents and dialects add a whole other layer of identity and culture that makes England so relatable and rich. Innovations and contributions. Let's not forget England's role as an innovator. The Industrial Revolution, which started in England, changed how we produce goods and transformed societies all over the world. Think of all the inventions that came out of this era. Plus, England has birthed some incredible minds. Isaac Newton and his laws of motion revolutionized science, while Stephen Hawking stretched our imagination about the universe. From medicine to technology, the contributions from England have had a lasting impact. It's inspiring to realize how creative and pioneering this little island can be. Culinary delights. All right, friends, on to food. England may not be the first country that comes to mind for culinary greatness, but it has some iconic dishes that are worth celebrating. Who can resist fish and chips, right? And the classic Sunday roast is a staple that brings families together. Not to mention the influence of multicultural cuisine, especially in cities like London, where you can find dishes from all over the world. Plus, didn't I mention local ingredients? Think of the fresh produce from markets and the rise of street food vendors serving delicious meals. Eating in England is an experience you definitely don't want to miss. So there you have it, some fascinating facts about England. From its rich history to its vibrant culture and tasty food, there's always more to discover. If you enjoyed these insights, make sure to like, subscribe, and tell us your favorite fact about England in the comments below. Cheers!